Okay, and I'm back. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, very well timed. And no, you're not hearing this wrong. This title screen has no sound whatsoever. It doesn't have any music or anything. Very weird. Thank you for my antivirus expiration notice. I wish I could stop that from popping up. Alright, yeah, like I said, it's a problem I've had with this computer for years. If I don't stream for like a day or two, or even when I do sometimes, I'll start streaming and I'll just start dropping frames, and it always gets fixed when I restart the computer. It's like something happens where it just gets like lower priority on our modem. I don't know, or our router rather. I don't know how it works, but it's 100% of the time it works 90% of the time. Anyway, I've pretty much played this game as much as I've pretty much played this off stream as much as I've played it on stream. So things will be a little different when I load in. A little different. And we will very briefly go over what I did off stream. 6 hearts and 2 rings. Yep. So I'm here. As you could see, wearing a little bit different clothing here. Also got something lightning based and a very tiny shield, which becomes not tiny when you hold it. Adjust the volume a bit. So, as you can see, I have many more weapons, shields, bows, even material, I would say. Much, much more than I did before. Food, some Zonai devices, including one I've never seen before, the cart. And some key items, which I got too, and some more armor. In particular, we have this lovely number now. Can I not zoom in on it? No, you can't. We have a Bokoblin mask, and we have the Vomado Divine Helm, which I did not get from the amiibo. Hey, Ephraim. Yeah, gold apples. I don't know quite what these do yet. I think they just refill more hearts, and they're rarer. But other than that, they're pretty much exactly the same as a regular apple. Car's amazing for skin. Yeah, Pighead. Yes, I'm actually gonna probably wear that. It's distracting though, because when you wear it, you make Link makes the Bokoblin noise, which see, he does the stance, and he also makes the noise while he's moving, which distracts me because I keep thinking there's a Bokoblin chasing me. I did not get any towers off stream, but you could see I got many shrines while I was doing stuff off stream. I also got one of the 2 outfits. I feel like it should track mushrooms for you. There is a way to track mushroom. I mean, if you've played the original, you played Breath of the Wild. You once you get the sensor, you could track mushrooms. Though I know you're referencing the pig mask from Majora. So yeah, I haven't done any towers. I actually haven't gone near any of them. So it wasn't really that I was avoiding them. It's just that I never went near one. I don't know if those should be an on-stream only thing or an off-stream thing. But I do definitely want to hit some up fairly soon. Sky, obviously, is going to be the exact same. I managed to get to this little star island here, and there was something about ancient Hylian text, which I don't know what to do with that. The guy in the outpost that knows about it here, where I am right now, he didn't react to me going there. Also, there is another star-shaped island right above the outpost, and it is so high in the air you could barely see it. I don't know how to get up there. Seems you're right about gold apples. They're just better than regular apples for cooking. Yeah. So that's what's different at a glance. I also have a temporary stamina wheel over there from sleeping in the good horse bed. I have Dark Link's tunic, or the Dark Tunic, a tunic obtained by offering pose to a strange statue. It's spurious replica of a green outfit once worn by a legendary hero. It does nothing but give you defense and look cool. I also found this, the Miner's Top, which is a outfit that has lights on the side of it that make you glow. And I also got the rubber tunic to stop me from taking shock damage. Gotta use the Pegasus boots and remember the library shelf to get the Book of Mudora. Yeah. It'd be awesome if there was an item like the Pegasus boots in this game. That would actually really help out with maneuvering around. And yeah, I mean, you could see I went off the map at a ton of places here. I went to a bunch of shrines. Also unveiled some stuff in the void. I don't know what that is. Oh, it was just an entry point. Okay. Something neat I found out. If you find a light root in the depths, there will always 100% be a shrine right on top of it. So if you could find your way out from the depths and then just line yourself up map-wise, you will always find a shrine. So it's a cool way of doing it. Also, I found something else out that's neat here that I didn't realize. When you're hovering over a shrine, if you've gotten the treasure chest, it'll actually have the chest icon next to it. Plus, if you've gotten the bullfrog gem from a cave, it'll have a check mark on it. So it's a neat way of keeping track of everything. I think so far I'm doing perfect. I'm like, you know, 1 for 1. Actually, no, mining cave, I don't have it. I don't think there's one in the mining cave, though. I might go back and check. Just because that's how you get the charges. Get a dinghy for activating every light route. Yeah, I imagined. I figured as much. A lot of rewards in this game. Bottomless cave, I got it. Yeah. Also, pins don't glow when you're not in the same layer as them. So that's how you can tell them apart. That's kind of the general gist. I did take a bunch of screenshots as well. Like a lot of screenshots. Oh my god. Here's where I started. Why did I take that photo? That must have been a mistake. I fought one of these things. You tear... It's like the yellow devil. It throws parts of itself at you. You have to find the one block that's a power source and pull it off with the Ultra Hand. And then you wail on it. It drops a really good thing that you can attach to a weapon to give you a ton of... Oh, look, here. I recorded a bit of it. I think I recorded myself beating it. These clips are really loud for some reason, because it uses the Switch's native sound setting. Really cool. If I run into another one, I'll definitely fight it. Yeah, that spiral right there is a really good thing. Aid from above. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember half of these. I found a chest with a Sage's Will, which I was curious about. I didn't know what it did, and someone accidentally spoiled it for me with a screenshot on Twitter. So, unfortunately, I do know what they do now, and I do know what that means in terms of the main story as well. But it's not a huge spoiler, so that'll be coming up soon. Apparently, you do need 4 of them to do whatever you need to do with it. Launching device, fixed device. I found a Royal Claymore in a cave. Again, not as good as it was in Breath of the Wild because of the decay, but still pretty cool. Missing pathways. I found this dude who, you know how all the NPCs in these games are like based off the Mii Maker? You could very much tell this dude was based off of a Mii. Those eyes are a little too close together there. He needs one monocle to see properly. Oh, speaking of, I ordered new prescription sunglasses that'll be coming soon. Because I wanted a nice pair of sunglasses to wear while I'm away this summer. And, the pairs I have aren't prescription, so I can't really see that well out of them. So this will be a nice, like, pair that I could wear in the sun while also just being able to see properly. Combat training, archery. I got Horse God fabric for getting a bunch of pony points. Again, fabrics I can't use yet. It's for the sailcloth. I posted this on Twitter. I was trying to get a Korok over to his friend, and there's a signpost right there that was like really screwing up my ability to like reconnect the wagon. So I just gave up and I just dragged him after a while. I just said screw it. If the wagon moves, it's the puzzle solved. That's all that matters. Stacking a path, well-timed cuts. I don't remember... Oh, this was a fun little challenge. I don't know if this was the way you were supposed to do it. I think there was probably another way of handling this. But I swung it. Then used recall. While it was rewinding, I cut the cord on it, and then I stop the recall while it's over the ground, and then it drops. I don't know if that's how you were supposed to do it, but that's how I figured it out. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is a Korok puzzle that I improvised a solution to. To be honest, I think this is how you're supposed to do it. I don't know how else you would get up there. Yeah. So I remember throwing the nut to make the high thing, and I used that to get up and get the Korok Seed, because that timer is very fast. No, supposed to if you're a genius. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, just also encourages exploration, or experimentation. Ultra Ball Hall. I think this mini game was in Breath of the Wild. I found it in the ravine. That's the other thing, too. I did like the entirety of that huge ravine that's near Hebra. I just like spent like 2 hours exploring it, and I found a big cave in it, too. Really? That was the... Oh. Wow. I missed most of that hall. Anyway, you could use vehicles for this one now. So, that's cool. Love the freeze frame, yeah. Yeah, I found this cave. I found Zonai Cart's North Byron Snow Shelf Cave? Wait, did I not take any shots of the inside of that cave? The inside of this cave had a Stalnox and a bunch of breakable walls that gave you rocks and Royal Claymores, so that you could... Or not Royal Claymores, something Claymores, the other one. So that you can... Rusty Claymore. So that you could just continue bashing through it. Snow Shelf Cave. This had a unique puzzle to it. You blew up walls to make water come out. And you filled up a hot spring that heals you. Every time I enter a cave, I keep thinking it's going to be like a boss fight or some big, awful enemy, but most of them, honestly, are just go in and solve a puzzle or get to the end. For beating that one, I got the Vomado Divine Helm, which is also the item that coincidentally drops from the Rivali amiibo, so I don't need to farm it anymore. I don't need to try to farm it. I don't know if you can get another one from the amiibo, but yeah, I guess they're just all... I guess most of the amiibo clothes are just in the game, because they probably didn't want the stuff to be, like, inaccessible. So I don't know. I mean, there's still the sailcloth fabric I could get from it, but I don't know. I'll do it tonight anyway. I don't know why I took 2 screenshots of that. Here's the ancient Hylian text on that star island. Don't know what it means. I found this statue, which I'm sure is for something, but I couldn't figure it out, so I just left it, put a stamp on. Forward and backward. Bouncy device. The bouncy device is the spring, and I found a treasure chest in that same island. Backtrack. Here's the monster part seller from Breath of the Wild, who has a brother now. Ooh. Felt like a spice in the back of my throat. So, it's different. There's no more trading monster parts or however it worked in the previous game for these parts. Now, instead, this is what the bubble crystals are for. Essentially, Kilton here wants to... Not Kilton, the other one. Colton wants to turn into a Satori, the two-headed horse thing. That's why he's dressed like that. And he believes that eating bubble crystals will do that to him. So we gave him one, and that's how we got the Bokoblin mask. And if we find him again, we could give him more to get other rewards. And that's essentially just how you get the monster clothes in this game, as opposed to trading them. This person said something funny, because she talked about having an appetite for them. She talked about Rock Soilen. I think she was in the previous game, Karsh. Another shrine. I found a great fairy bud, and she called me a monster. Fire and Ice, my favorite NES game. No, it isn't. I found a ghost. There's some random ghosts in the depths that just give you uncorrupted weapons. They're star weapons. And I was like terrified when I saw it, because I thought it was going to come to life and attack me like a ghost. But no, they're just holding the weapons and waiting for you. And this was just mostly me futzing around so I could take it. Very nice of them. What happened here? Oh, Pose. So, this is what Pose are in this game. They're just a collectible. They're not an enemy. I did not know these things were in it. Whoa! And there we go, taking a rod to the face. Wouldn't be the first time this month. But yeah, Pose are just collectibles, and they're found in large, large amounts. Before I left the depths, I had like 200 of them, almost. There's more. I also found a large Poe, which is worth 5. There's the Miner's Top. So this statue is the initial one you could return the post to. That's how I got the Dark Tunic. It also gives you Dark Clump, which you could use in elixirs to get gloom-resistant elixirs. He also told me where one other Poe trader is for 10 Poes, and he'll give me another one if I give him 100, which I don't want to do. This person had a cart with plushies in it, and she doesn't see you even if you're standing right in front of her, and if you alert her, yeah, she's making seal puns. Yeah, if you alert her, this happens. They all fall in the water. And essentially what you gotta do is you gotta get all 10 of them back in the cart within 3 minutes. The easiest way to do it, use recall on them. But the problem is if the cart flips over, the plushies fall out and you can't put any more plushies in it. And you can't turn the cart over. It was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. More shrines. Ran into Penn again. He gives you a side quest at every outpost now, or at every stable. I slept in the horse god bed, and I was talked to by Melania, who told me where they are located, which in this game is up in Akala. Last time I was down in the jungle. Combat training growing. I found a shrine that's essentially a mini Eventide, where you're just stripped of everything, and you're given like a small set of equipment to kill all enemies with. Proving grounds beginner. I didn't record anything there. And then the last thing I did was I got all the way to the Great Plateau, the beginning of the first game. I went to the statue in the Temple of Time ruins. The statue mentioned being trapped under the water behind the stone gate. So I don't know where that is. I haven't done that yet. I went up to where you meet King Rome in the first game, and you could see there was a sailcloth fabric in that chest. And I just wanted to get like kind of that same view. Same over here too. Wanted the same view as the beginning of the Breath of the Wild, just to kind of do it, just because I can. Inside the Shrine of Resurrection, which by the way has no Sheikah stuff in it, the apparatus Link sleeps in is gone. There is a hot spring in there, and also there was a hidden passageway, which led down into a spot where a construct wanted to give me something, but it said I wasn't ready yet. Please visit the Great Abandoned Central Mine, the depths, and return hereafter. Secret tunnel, yeah. And it turns out the secret tunnel is filled by, and if you couldn't tell, the Yiga clan, because of all the bananas. So I fought a Yiga clansman down there. They were incredibly easy. Then I found another one up here who ambushed me, which, happens all the time in the first game. The second anyone mentions the Yiga clan, you're getting attacked. This guy almost killed me, because he did like 4 hearts of damage at once. I found another shrine on the Great Plateau, and that's kind of where we left off. I was going to explore it more, but then hands spawned right outside of that shrine in the middle of the Great Plateau, and I was just like, no. And it turns out if they spawn while you're in the overworld, the sky turns red. It is terrifying, and that is the last thing I did before coming here. Is this, yeah, this is the Great Plateau. Game's got hands, yes it does. I would travel there, but, So yeah, the main thing I did towards the story, though, is I explored this entire canyon. And I also got to the Forgotten Temple, which is where we'll go first, and then we'll do Tulin's thing. I also have spots connected to more of the glyphs, so we'll probably get more of those as well. This well right here was actually just a passageway straight to the depths, and I had no idea until I jumped into it. Same with there was a cave over here that just led straight into the depths. I was going to explore this whole island, and I didn't, because I fell down there. So, I think with all that said, I'm going to warp here, and we're going to get started. I don't have many short-range... That was 20 minutes of me recapping what I did off-stream. Jesus. It's a good thing I started at 12 and not 12:30. I really wanted to start earlier, but I've been catching up on videos I've missed, or have built up over the last couple weeks. So, I've been kind of busy. Also, I'm doing that tongue-clicking thing way too much. I wish I'd stop. I wish I could stop. But yeah, my watch later on YouTube is down to 2 videos now. 11 hours over 2 videos. But yeah, I don't really have any good short-range weapons right now. I have an 8-fold blade, but I need to fuse it to something. Everything over here is a two-handed and a spear. I found a magic rod, so they do exist, but you need to actually power it. I don't think it does anything on its own. Yeah, it's just a swing. 8-fold blade. I don't want to put I don't want to resort to rocks because rocks are just kind of like the basic thing. 3, 3, and 3. Okay, we're gonna keep the clothing like that for now. Equip the weak bow. We'll keep the Zonite shield on. The Flux Core Shield, I should not have put this thing on there. This is meant for weapons. It will do damage if I swing with it, but it's not really meant to attack with. I also found this, a Spring Shield, in one of the shrines. FF14 just got another patch with story content. Yeah, I heard. The fishing update. Alright, what do I want to fuse to it? It's actually pretty good. Fuse attack power, that I have a lot of. Well, we can never really go wrong with Amber. That's +4. The most I have up here, like I have a +29, but I only have one of those. Moblin Horn would be pretty good. This is good, but it makes it short range. Tried surfing with the Spring Shield? No, but I can imagine what it does. Soldier Construct 2 Horn. You know what, let's, I don't know why you can't just fuse from the menu. That would make this a... Damn it, and I did that again. You have to drop it. There we go. But now it's a bludgeoning short range instead of a slash, so now it's not gonna... Now I can't cut grass with it. Whatever, it's 12 damage. It's pretty good. Going for the SS license, nice. I forgot you could do the triple S license right afterwards. I thought you needed another like key item for it. Oh yeah, and because of all the upgrades, I have 2 permanent stamina wheels now. I will try surfing with that shield, though, real quick. Or rather, just using it. Nice. Ah, now it's gone, though. That's kind of disappointing. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer that the Zonite, like, equipment, like, almost all of it disappears after one use. It's not the best because you don't get a ton of them. Try Cart Shield. Yeah, I did. I have one already. I don't want to use it because it blows the durability out. What is that? Oh, that's a fox. Okay. All right, where am I going? Oh, I've actually passed where I need to be. So yeah, I want to kind of... There we go. Got that. I've been keeping my my compendium as up to date as I possibly can here. See, I've pretty much explored this entire ravine, including the top of this this temple, which goes a pretty far way. I don't know if I'm ready for whatever's in here, but this is where the quest points me to. How full is my compendium? The thing is, it doesn't really give you a specific number. I have 38 out of 92 creatures. 56 out of 110 monsters. 62 out of 126 materials. 44 out of 175 equipment. And then I've gotten all 5 treasures, or all 6 treasures. Lady Impa. Oh, Link, I'm so pleased that you've come here as well. To be honest, Lady Impa deduced that there's something related to the geoglyphs here. It took some effort for us to get up here, but we managed it. But then Lady Impa grew impatient. The moment I took eyes off of her, she went deep into the temple all by herself. Once I finished mooring the balloon, I planned to hurry on after her. So in the previous game, this area was full of guardians. Now, not so much. And now, not so much. So that kind of looks like Easy Street down here. Nothing really to all this. I mean, it's wild, like, that I found the Shrine of Resurrection, and there was literally nothing in it. Like, nothing to denote what it used to do. Dragon Bone Bokobo. It's a bit better. Actually, this bow I have now, like, doesn't really do anything, huh? 24! Wow. To be... Okay, when I said I was keeping the compendium up to date, that isn't entirely true because there's a ton of stuff in my inventory that I've definitely not taken photos of yet that I can equip or just drop on the ground and take photos of later. So I will have to do that at some point. Yeah, the basic Bokobo. I didn't realize how weak that was. Where is my rock sledge? There we go. Kind of getting vibes of when I was playing Legends Arceus. And I was going through that one cave in Mount Coronet. I don't know why. I just suddenly thought of that. Can't carry any more shields. Huh. Wait, is that something over there? No, it isn't. That's something. What is that? Ice fruit. Well, no point in doing it the easy way now. Now that I'm down here. Also, having a second stamina ring, let me tell you, that really does help out a lot. I had people were I was talking to people or I listened to people that were like, yeah, no, hearts are way more important, and I was like, are they though? It doesn't really feel like they're that much more important than they used to be. The stamina definitely helps. So yeah, the ore that you put on these weapons do wear out, but they do recharge as well. The only thing you really have to worry about is the durability. Staying at 3 hearts also has advantages. Depends really. Hearts are way better in Breath of the Wild because the stamina exploit that they may have fixed. They did fix that. If you're talking about the whistling one. Wooden shield, really? I've never picked that one up yet. Lightweight, simple shield, ideal for less experienced fighters who withstand light attacks while blocking stronger blows, is not recommended. Something over there. I think that's a cold darner. Nope, it's gone. Well, whatever it is, it's gone. See, when I hear random sound effects, I think that like something's like about to attack me, but that buzzing is my lightning rod there. See, I'm back at it. Something to note, actually. Am I going to be able to stand there? Yes, I am. Okay. Sometimes the best exploit in this game is just finding a solid place to stand so you get your stamina back. It's all stuff I don't need. But you know what? Now's a good chance for me to ditch that. Honestly, 14 is more powerful than most of my weapons. Oh, I thought there was enemies down here. I saw the thing. I saw this. And I thought there were enemies. Actually, does a two-handed axe bust these up? Yeah, they do. It does. Dragonbone Boku Shield. See, I'm back at it. Following the Renfrew. Ooh, that's a really good shield, actually. Low durability, but a damn good shield. I guess I could get rid of this. That Flux Core is not going to do much on the shield. I should have put it on a weapon, like a smart boy. Also, the Flux, if I'm not mistaken, the Flux Core and also the Stone Talus Heart, which I finally beat one of them. Those give you a lot of durability. It makes your shield last. It makes your weapon last a lot longer with those attached. And yeah, so as I was saying multiple times before I cut myself off here, which I will do again because there's a mushroom, I'm back from all my stuff. Vacation for me is over for the time being. Claymore? No, we don't need any more big weapons. Vacation's over for the time being. I am going to Anthrocon at the end of June, but for the sake of saving money and not getting sick, I think I've come to an agreement. Not come to an agreement. I mean, we both wanted to do this, which I guess is coming to an agreement technically. I'm pretty much just gonna be. Nessie and I are pretty much just gonna be staying home for like the next month, essentially. I don't think we have any plans to hang out at all until Anthrocon. So we're just gonna stay home, save our money. And hopefully be perfectly healthy by the end of, at the end of June, not by. I mean, I haven't been feeling 100%, but definitely not sick. Oh, there's something. Hold on. Can I get to that ledge up there? I want to see what's up there. Oh no, you can't. Oh, now I can. No? I think this just leads to the ceiling. Yeah, no, it does. It just leads to the ceiling. So, that doesn't mean a whole lot, but it does mean that I will be here weekends for the next month. And I'm thinking of, if I can, because like, I know this weekend I'm probably going to have to do yard work in the early afternoon, but I'm thinking if I can get some streams on Saturdays going, or maybe even Sundays, like before evening, I will do, like, I'll do a marathon of a different game, essentially. And, wow, there it is. There's that word again. I don't know why I say essentially. I would be doing a marathon of a different game. And I think, like, because I really want to play Fuga 2 before I go to Anthrocon because of that CyberConnect 2 panel. So I think I might, like, if I stream either Saturday or Sunday this weekend, I'll probably do like a long Fuga 2 stream and maybe, whoa, that was weird, almost didn't deploy there. And then, you know, continue it the following weekend until I finish it. I don't know how long that game is. If it's like a 20-hour game and I could do like 6 to 7 hour streams of it every week, then I'd finish it in 3 weeks, which would be great. Also to note, next Friday is the We Heart Katamari, or We Love Katamari remake. It's We Love, right? The heart is just stylized. That comes out. I'll be streaming that Friday, June 2nd. The night of Friday, June 2nd. Been watching Sean play Fuga 2. He's really min-maxing it. Yeah, well, I mean, he goes balls out with those games. He played Fuga 1, I think, like 12 times in a row to get every possible ending. And then he played it again when Fuga 2 came out. He's really taking his time. I'm probably going to do what I did in the first game. I'm just going to go through the game once and get the gold ending with it. So if I lose anyone, I'm just going to restart. Not restart, I'm going to, rewind back to the last save point, or however it works. He was apparently first to get a no survivor ending, badge of honor, eh? Yeah. Oh, in the first game? Yeah. I don't know. He did, I don't know when he streamed it. He did stream it right after it came out, and that was like a big stream game for him. For me, I really wanted it to be a big stream game, and what happened was it came out the same time. 2 other games that came out, one of which I also haven't finished, Neo: The World Ends With You. And I just never... It took me, like, months to get back to it. But I did. I finished Fuga 1 with the gold ending. I never bothered replaying it, just because I was like, I don't really want to go through the game again. If there are bad ending, if there are other notable endings, which, by the way, I haven't seen the Everyone Dies ending. I hope someone's uploaded it now. It's been a couple years. But yeah, tentatively, that's a Korok. That's got to be a Korok. Yep. You could tell if the screen, like, removes the HUD as you're lifting it. What was I saying now? A couple years, something about Fuga. What? Oh, hey, there's a chest down here. Another weapon, and it's another spear. Ugh, man. I already have a Knight's Halberd. Let's just leave it. Wait, no, I don't want to leave it, because then the chest closes. I don't like that. There we go. Drop the other one. Wow, I totally lost my train of thought with Fuga now. Oh, I was gonna say what I was just gonna recap what I was doing. That's exactly all I was doing. Yeah, I could talk. But yeah, possible Fuga stream this weekend. Fuga 2 stream. Like long one, big long one, if possible. And then next weekend, a launch day We Love Katamari reroll stream. And then after that will be Mega Man Star Force 2 in the middle of June, towards the end of it. I'll be starting it on its 15th anniversary, just like every other Battle Network Star Force game. And then the next game that comes out will be Ghost Trick, which will be coming out while I'm on vacation, so I'll be starting it when I get back early July. I do not know how long this game is going to take me to finish streaming, but we're going to be sticking mostly to the main quest on stream, and I'll do side stuff off stream. Unless it gets to the point where I'm like getting close to the end and there's still a ton of side stuff to do, then I might veer off and do some side stuff on my own, or I might take a couple days off. Oh, there's Impa. Where could it be? Oh, Link, thank you again for your help with the balloon. I believe there is something related to the geoglyphs somewhere within this temple. I am searching, but so far it has been in vain. The chambers here are enormous, so it would be a difficult task at best. Where could it be? Yay, Star Force 2 gulp. I'm gonna be honest, I loved Star Force 2. I know there's parts of it that aren't that great, but Star Force 2 has my favorite post-game area of any of the Battle Network and Star Force games, except maybe Battle Network 3. Battle Network 3 and Star Force 2 have the 2 best post-game areas. Building blocks. Maya Ussie Shrine. I gotta look into the patch for that, too, because I know Prof 9 did make a performance patch for Star Force 2. I have to look in to see what version I need to do that. And then next year I get to do Star Force 3 and finally close out the series. Or the stream series. Oh, it's the other one that I have to move. It's those. Let me guess, I have to make the sides match, right? Yeah, that's what it is. It's like the Korok puzzle, just bigger. Those Korok puzzles are still here, by the way. I don't know if I did any on stream, but I did find a few of them. Please, I played Sonic Frontiers. I was ready for this. Whoa! Whoa! This Bokoblin thing, really good, but man, it tanks the range. Fire Trooper from Metal Gear. That would be a cool weapon to have. Wait, where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, right here. Oh, this is the end. I should look for a treasure somewhere. There's always one. It's up there. Very easy. There was one shrine I went to where I had to use logs, or I had to climb up like very thin pillars, and it wasn't great. Zonai charge? Excellent. Always a good thing to give me. Also, I keep wiggling the R stick in multiple directions. I think it's just left and right to get it, to detach. Okay, is it just a perfect sphere, cube? Yes, it is. Cube. Defender of the... No, other way. Link, what are you doing? Link, what is happening, man? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Stop. Oh, there's a 4-prong piece here. Oh, wait a minute. This might not be as simple as it looks. Okay, I gotta think 3-dimensionally here. Well, I need a corner that goes up. Maybe like this. I'm gonna tighten the graphics on level 3. Yeah, like slot it in like that. And then, wait, maybe we use this. No, that won't work. That's not gonna work. Maybe we'll just do this instead. Cool. Love how it doesn't... I was hoping that because of the versatility and attaching blocks to each other and stuff, that there'd be a little more, like, snapping into place happening, but it, like, look at this. Like, it doesn't stay straight when I put it in here, unless I'm absolutely holding the controller still. Yeah, I figured it out. I gotta put this one here. There we go. Yeah, the game does keep track of what shrines you've gotten the chest in, as well as what shrine, as well as what caves you've killed the bubble frog in. I'm gonna be focusing on hearts for like probably a while, because I think you can only you can only have 3 stamina wheels permanent. And I already have 2 full stamina wheels now, so I think I might just focus on hearts for the time being. Finally, make myself a little less squishy. Squishy. Goddess statue's been toppled. Rusty halberd. I found the flower lady from Breath of the Wild. Ooh, excuse me. She was on like a little island, tending to her flowers, and she got. She became her usual usual self when I tried stepping on them. Something over here. Oh, the chest. I think you could just bust these wooden ones open, and it drops whatever's inside. Oh, Link, why'd you do that? Could have had a lizard. Cool lizard friend. Wildberry. Oh, there's still more. I mean, I should have figured this temple's huge from the outside. I'm also pretty sure that last room was where this temple ended in Breath of the Wild. But now we got some Zonai shit going on in here. Wait, no. Okay. What is that, Sunderlines? Yeah. We're on a little moss stone. I feel like this room's important, but... Perhaps not. Though this... Oh. Speaking of, let me clear out my album here, because I got a ton of, photos. Interesting objects there on the wall. See the Master Sword. This place. Lady Impa, let's head down. We must investigate up close. I couldn't find the place that was directly in front of us. It was too well hidden. There, upon the walls. Are those not geoglyphs? What could this mean? I believe the one we saw first was the geoglyph on the left edge of the wall. As for the next painting, according to the floor map, it is near Rito Village. Seems the locations of the other geoglyphs from the wall are all marked on the floor map as well. Am I gonna have to do them in order? Is that what this is gonna be? I can hardly believe what my eyes behold. Who could have guessed this old ruin held such secrets? It is said that the geoglyphs appeared all over Hyrule during the upheaval when Princess Zelda went missing. How are they connected to these images here? There's no time to dawdle. Let us hurry and investigate the remaining geoglyphs. Oh, Lady Impa, perhaps you should rest a bit before such a trying journey. Link, if you happen to see a geoglyph during your travels, I urge you to investigate this matter as well. If more strange visions are waiting at the other geoglyphs, just like the one you already experienced, well, perhaps they will provide clues that could lead us to Princess Zelda. Doesn't seem to be any danger at the moment. I wonder, what is this place? There are so many images here that resemble the giant pictures now found on the surface of Hyrule. Could it be that this place is somehow connected to the ones who left these pictures behind? The images here do seem to be a reflection of the geoglyphs. There may even be dragon's tears present at the other ones, just like the one you already found. If you intend to investigate the geoglyphs, Courageous One, perhaps you should somehow make a copy of this map. Like the miniature Hyrule Castle here. You know what this reminds me of? You ever see the miniature? You ever seen the movie Hot Fuzz with the miniature town and what happens to the main villain at the very end of it? This makes me think of the church from the miniature town in that movie. Guessing that's the volcano. It's just straight up a world map. It's just straight up Hyrule. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if there's any point... Maybe you come here after you do all the glyphs. Hot Fuzz is a great movie. I want to see... I gotta watch all of the... I gotta watch all of the Edgar Wright movies soon. Not all of the Edgar Wright movies, but all of the Edgar Wright trilogy again. Cornetto trilogy, right? Didn't Edgar Wright direct that? No, he directed... Wait, no, did he? I remember people being surprised that he was the director behind Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I was like, yeah? There we go. Let's lift. It's weird that they put that grate there. You can't reach it. I hope I'm done down here. I hope there was nothing else I had to do. Well, I could just warp back to the shrine. Directed by Edgar Wright, written by Wright and Simon Pegg, produced by New York Park, starring Pegg, Nick Frost, and Bill Nighy, yeah. Wait, where am I? This, Oh, I guess we went farther than the temple actually is built in. Well, since I'm here, I'm gonna climb to the top of this mountain. Probably something cool waiting for me up there. Like a Korok butt plug puzzle. If you, I haven't done one of those on stream yet. Oh, I used some of my temp stamina. There's a Korok, but wait, what? It's yeah, it's a rock. No, it's not a Korok. Okay. Yeah, it's Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and then World's End, right? Or is it This Is the End? No, that's a different movie. Is that a chest? Yes, it is. That's some electric choo-choos. The World's End, yeah. That's the name of the pub. That's an alien. Is that an alien movie? You get the zombie movie, the cop movie, and then the alien movie. No, but then there's also the movie with an alien in it. There. Ooh, rockets. Good. I'm low on those. I could really use more balloons, though. I hope I get more of those soon. Rockets are fun, but, like, you can't rely on them. Alright, I'm heading back. Why did I face that way? Okay, I'm heading into uncharted territory here. Kind of didn't want to go this far up. Ooh, there's a Great Fairy over there. Where's the Great Fairy that I mentioned that I met over here? Did I not stamp it, really? Maybe I did. Maybe that's what the star is. Okay. No, my fire chew jelly, damn it. This weapon's about to die. Wow, that was a waste of weapon energy. Aliens and androids, yeah. Alright, since I'm here, I'll see what's up there. That looks like a Korok thing, actually. Like a Korok camp. Oh no, it's a butt plug! Okay, so the way these work, you have to pull this plug out. You have to figure out a way to do that. And I think I know how. Also, I'm sorry that I just immediately resorted to calling it a butt plug. But I mean, that's what it is. It's got a chain on it. Out of here. There we go. There it goes. Boy, I hope that doesn't land on someone. Wow, look at it go. It's actually gliding pretty well. Rain. Rain. I want to be with you! Rain! Shriny Riny that I haven't gone to yet. But I don't know if I want to go there because then there was a guy I wanted to talk to over there. In the other direction. That's going to take me very far away from where I was. I got new headphones this week because when I was at Nessie's house, I forgot my Bluetooth headphones on her desk. I brought my charger cable and the charge box home, but not the actual headphones. And I was like, fuck me. That was such a dumb move. Where's the guy that was here? There's a guy painting, right? Where'd he go? Aw, that's ass. Came back all this way for nothing. So yeah, I forgot my headphones there. They weren't good. I don't know if I've criticized them on stream, but they're like knockoff Bluetooth headphones, and they disconnected from my phone constantly. Someone painting in the middle of a rainstorm, yeah. Well, there's what's his name, Addison, over there. I'll help him out. Oh, there he is. Is it his name Picongo? Yeah, it is. I remember this guy from Breath of the Wild. Oh, hello. Always nice to meet a fellow wanderer out here. In case you couldn't tell, I'm a painter. I travel from place to place looking for scenery to inspire me. Lately, I'm especially taken with the floating islands that have just appeared in the sky. I've painted a lot of landscapes in my time, but none pique my curiosity like that small island up there. Who put that strange little island up there? It's such a fascinating shape, too. Easy to paint. You should go see it for yourself once the weather clears up a little. That will be in 2 hours in-game time. IGT. So yeah, instead of waiting 5 weeks to get those headphones back from Nessie, I just went ahead and ordered a pair of JBLs, and they came today, and they're okay. They work. They're buds. They're not like wraparounds. I mean, the previous ones I had were technically earbuds, but they were earbuds with like wraparound rubber on them. So they would just like stay on your ear. These new ones are just buds, like regular buds. And I'm just not a huge fan of them because they could fall out and then I'll lose them. But they weren't super expensive. So I'm not too upset. That's the Great Fairy up there. It's wild how, like, every instance of every NPC has, like, a second dialogue tree. Not tree, but, like, second bit of dialogue based on if it's raining or not. Because even Pen, the Rito that gives you the side quests at the stables, the Pelican, if you talk to him while it's raining, he'll throw in a line about it being raining during the dialogue as well. That's probably not going to be stable enough. Let's see. You know what? No. Let's get a sturdy plank here. Hey, let's do this one too. Just layered over it. That might be enough. This might also fall the other direction, so a different direction. Nope. A little too much. Again, the physics engine in this game is insanely good. And it's also a huge stickler for being, like, on point with it. Maybe I could just spin this around and, like, kind of wedge it this way, maybe? No, that wouldn't work. What? Okay. Weird that didn't work. Okay. There we go. That should be good enough. No. The whole structure moved. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Ugh. It just gets like discarded with reckless abandon. Okay, that there. Now we'll grab this part. Discard that, and we'll move it closer. There we go. This is such a fun little puzzle. It's such a great way to, like, test the physics engine, too. Okay, 20 rupees. I sold most of my gemstones, so I have a lot more rupees now. It's really not worth holding on to them. Meaty rice balls, and he's going to give me a bomb flower. Okay, there we go. Probably get something for doing all these as well, but God knows how many of them are probably around and about here. Where's another shrine? I saw another one here around here. That looks like a void. Fairly cold in this area, 50 degrees. So 50 degrees isn't even halfway up the thing. Now it dropped down to 49. That's weird. That needle moved very far. Which floating island are you talking about? That one? That's not tiny. It's got spikes on the bottom of it. Can you maybe, like, get a move on here? I want to see what you're looking at. What doesn't actually... Oh, because the rain's putting it out. That's why. Okay. Where are you going, buddy? Let me see. Like how it's really funny how long it's really funny how long Link like drips after he gets out of being wet. Makes me think of the Ren Fair on Saturday. Dude, what are you doing? Why are you walking all the way around to go where you're gonna paint? You could just climb the rock right next to you. Small island. What are you looking at? Where is it? Right, you can see when the clouds are in the way. Ever since the upheaval, the sky's been full of floating islands. What's caught my fancy is that exquisitely shaped one right there. Can't explain it, but it somehow feels it's speaking to me somehow. Why the floating doesn't up? I can't try to take a little time in a day and stop to think about it. Okay, that's the one. That's probably one of the star ones. I don't have any more pins. Whatever. It's not like it's hard to see, because it does show up on the map when you activate the Sky Tower. There's a glyph over there. Only have to take one out, then the rest kind of just freak out and leave. Oh, that's farther away than I thought. Okay. That's something Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom do, and I don't know what exactly in the game engine controls it, but it has a habit of, like, making faraway things look very close, and then when you start moving to it, you realize, oh, there's so much more ground between this object and where I want to be than it looks. I mean, that's not too much farther, but definitely farther away than I thought it would be. No, you know what? It's going to be a big mistake if I try skating over there, because I'm going to slide right down the hill. Kikakeen Shrine. Great Hyrule Forest. Oh yeah, I guess that is right there, huh? Whoa. It is covered in well, I think that's there in the first game too. Yeah, that's the Lost Woods right there. Alright, we'll do this, get this waypoint here, and then we'll, I'm gonna do the other pins, because I think I have pins mostly in glyphs right now. Oh, what is this? Shining in the darkness. Alright, hold on. I've outfit specifically made for this situation. Oh, there's also a flashlight. Never mind. Need to find a key. Opal. All right. Well, I think that's good because that's the treasure chest. Keys are also found in chests, but I think in that situation it doesn't count that chest as like the completion chest. Just now realizing that Octo expansion for Splatoon 2 was essentially the Breath of the Wild Shrine DLC. I don't know why that popped in my head. I was just thinking, like, it makes me think of how Splatoon 2 Octo expansion was just kind of like short little obstacle courses rather than one big level. Then again, Splatoon 3 was also like that as well. Splatoon 3 kind of just took that idea and ran with it. Luminous Stone. Okay, never mind. There's more than one chest in here. $20-round battles will work out. Yeah, well, wait until the Triple S license. You gotta do 30. Amber! Oh, this is not turning into what I thought it would be. And I'm back at the beginning. Without a friggin' small key. Okay, I definitely didn't go down this road yet. This has got to be it. There we go. Small key. I just realized carrying this is probably slower than doing this. Also doesn't give me as good visibility, though. Whoop. I don't know if I found this out before the last stream, but the heart cap in this game is definitely higher than Breath of the Wild. I've seen people posting clips of Endgame, and they have 40 hearts instead of 30. I see a depths entrance. Right, you know what? That's pretty far. Let's not do that right now. Let's go to what we're close to. I'm gonna hit up the spots, and then once that's done, I'm gonna start working my way through the Rito thing. If you can stay broken and abandoned wagons, you might turn up something interesting. Huh. Yeah, I talked to Penn here. It had to do with... so each of these stables has like its own side quest now. Especially... And they all seem to revolve around recipes that Princess Zelda came up with. Which, I do believe that's a thing from Breath of the Wild, too. She wrote down recipes that, like, she had made in Hyrule Castle. So the gourmets didn't send word that they were coming. My keen reporter instincts say something is wrong here. Godder's been over there waiting for... He's barely moved. Okay. More likely that's something if someone's keeping them from getting there. They have a recipe rule that Princess Zelda taught them, yeah. So it's a side quest in the adventure log. Yeah, Gourmet's gone missing. Search for Colton. Etc., etc. I probably end up doing those on stream, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's... What I mark with red here? I think it was a... Pretty sure that's a glyph. Except why did I go to the other side of the river for this? Kinda dumb of me. Oh, this is in the air. This will get me there much quicker. The bouncy shrine. I don't know why that's part of the land map, because it's on a floating island. There's the ring ruin over there. I want to have this area unveiled. No wonder I can't see it. Okay, yeah. I had that glyph unveiled. Oh, there's the island with the flower lady on it over there. She's tending to her flowers, and she gets upset if you step on them. Let me tell you, if you engage like a cutscene with someone where they need to like talk to you, it takes forever to load in. Oh, he's got 2 signs here. Oh, but one of them has a hole in it. I don't know why I thought that would do anything. We're on to something, but I don't think that's going to do it. Got it. Half-assed our way to victory yet again. Meaty rice balls. So he always gives you rice balls. And he either gives you a puff shroom, a sleepover ticket, or a bomb flower. Alright, I need to equip some better clothing here. Riverside Stable, Kakariko Village. I'm finding fire fruit. I kind of need more of those. Is that a monster over there? Yes, it is. I already have it marked. Okay, never mind. We're fine. Frame rate's kind of chugging a little bit. That's so weird. The glyphs have like a weird texture to them. There's enemies. I'm guessing that's a battle talus. Yeah, it is. I don't want to get close to that. I managed to beat one of them. It's not easy. The taluses in this game either hit harder, or they have way better aim than they used to. Because I could not dodge it properly. There we go. Gonna save that. I might make that my thumbnail. Ooh, it's him. Gabamboborf.
Hyrule will bow down before me.
Oh, he's like commanding a whole army of Gerudo.
Molduga are approaching our position.
It's more than we thought. It's a swarm.
Can you speak up? Can't hear you over the horns.
There are so many of them. But why would they?
Now here's gonna be the real test of how dire this is. Is this towards the end of the cutscene list or at the end or at the beginning? Touch hair, yeah. We had a triangle shape.
That blast wiped out all the Molduga. How is that possible?
Damn. It's good to see Zelda's powers at least developed.
So brute force will not be enough.
The Kikoha, yeah. Rakoha and the Kikoha.
Secret stone of the Zonai. How interesting.
Ugh. I'll figure this out tomorrow at high noon. That's great. It was better at the front when you didn't see his face, though. Memories have been added to the memories log. Memories, it's 6. That's still fairly early. Also, again, very interesting that cutscene 1 has not happened yet. Gerudo Chief Ganondorf, in his push to conquer Hyrule, uses a swarm of Molduga to assault the castle. When Rauru uses his powers to unleash an attack that destroys the swarm, Ganondorf notices the Zonai Secret Stone in Rauru's right hand. The sight of it draws a sinister smile from Dorf. I don't think there's I think once you've seen one cutscene at a glyph, there's nothing else to do here. I think that's pretty much it. Not that this game is wanting for any more shit to do. Oh, cool. You could just go straight there. So yeah, it's tier 4. Okay, makes sense. Tier 4 sub. Alright, where's the next one that I marked? Right here. I think that's a memory, but I'm not sure. Electric Lizalfos. I haven't run into one of those yet. Where is it? We're heading to yellow. Okay. Just gonna run past the Evermeans in here. Oh yeah, I think the glyph's on top of the mountain. We should just keep the climbing gear on. Climbing gear was definitely my most used costume in the first game. Also, the headband makes you look like Surge from Chrono Cross. Another game that I have not streamed that I should at some point. I have the Switch version. I have a physical Switch version, which you can't get in America. I had to import that. Just like I'm importing the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters on Switch. That'll be coming out next month. I don't have any plans to play any of them just yet. Pretty much all the Square Enix games I've bought recently have all been games for down the road, or games I've already finished just to have it. Like, I bought Legend of Mana physical edition, even though I did not... absolutely had no need for that since I had just played it like a year prior. Just thought it looked cool. Oh, Imp is here too. Well, if it isn't Link, so you're investigating the geoglyphs too then. How diligent of you. Link, hello! Have you perhaps discovered geoglyphs in other regions, Link? What is under your head? Also, yeah, once you've discovered a geoglyph, it appears on the map. Kind of big and intrusive, but when you zoom in, it's not too bad. Couldn't hurt to get a better look. This might help me see where it is if I observe it from above. Oh, it's probably right in the eyeball. Doesn't appear to be anything here that I'm going to be reaching. Oh. Okay. It's not where I thought it would be. Getting a look. Yeah, I'm stumped. I don't know where it could be. There has to be a spot here, though. Wait, in fact... because they literally tell you to take a photo of it, so... Hey, where is it? Oh! I took an in-game photo. Well, I'm a dummy. Princess is definitely there. On the left. it's definitely here. So there's definitely a memory associated with this. It's just... Can't find where the pool is. The pool of insanity. Oh, there it is. Wow, I was like right near them. How did they not see that? My controller's rumbling and I'm not holding it.
Are you well? You seem a bit distracted.
I apologize. I keep getting lost in my thoughts, thinking about how I can return home. With your power over time, if I were able to learn that kind of control, I might be one step closer to my era.
I see. The secret is to think of it like drawing out the object's memory.
Memories.
Where it was, how it arrived where it is now, and then you coax it back to that original moment in time.
The object's memory.
I'm sure it will become almost like second nature, and you will be able to find your way home. But Zelda, there is more on your mind than just that.
Huh?
You, of course, do want to get back to your time. But you also desperately want to help us out in this era. Am I close to the truth?
How did you know?
I do not believe it is possible to keep anything secret from Sonia.
Oh, your concern is very sweet, Zelda. But listen, you can focus your attention on returning home. After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil. Both of these powers will help you protect your own era.
Queen Sonia.
And of course, you must make it home safe to put Link's mind at ease.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't think he's too concerned.
That is not a name I have heard.
He is a royal knight. He had been originally appointed for my protection. But later, he became a hero by saving both me and Hyrule from a great evil.
Oh, a hero is he?
He is so very dedicated, and he refuses to back down from any
You
challenge.
should see him munch down on a rock sirloin.
He is very strong. And his heart is good and true.
Ah, I can see that you have absolute faith in him. Hearing you speak so highly of Link, I find myself wanting to meet him as well.
Oh, you will. You and him will become closer than you can ever imagine.
He must be quite the brave, courageous knight. What a picture Zelda paints of him.
Just say you like him, yeah. Something we lost out on is the Japanese version is Link keeping a diary and writing it in first person. I can't remember if there was something... No, yeah, I think that was true. Zelda's diary was different in Japanese as well. Something about the way she spoke of Link was different. Okay, that's 8. So, wow, that's after the Gerudo assault. Okay. Zelda speaks with Sonya, learning to use her power. She's surprised by the Queen's techniques. Zelda speaks with Zelda about everything she must be struggling with, and the princess then mentions Link. Raru's never heard of him, and as Zelda explains, her faith in her friend and hero shines. Also, hey, how you doing? Alright. Wow, I really stamped one all the way over there? Alright, well, we're not doing that one. We're going to the green one next. Really should do more towers. Again, I wasn't sure if I wanted the towers to be like an on-stream only thing, because I think some of them do have quests related to them. But also, it would make exploring off-stream way easier. Right, cold. There we go. How cold is it? Oh, 16. Wow, the temperature meter in this game is like very wacky, because being straight up is like 58, like 55 or 60 degrees. But then going a quarter circle to the left is dropping down to 16. I see enemies there, but I also see a house? Wait, what? There's a whole ass house over there. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Very curious about that. Whoa! No, you ass! Okay. We're safe-ish. What if I had the bomb arrow flower in the campfire? Well, I was gonna just go for headshots on them. I didn't mean to put the, I didn't mean to put the fire flower on there. But once it's on, I might as well just use it. It's gonna do more damage anyway. I'm still wearing the hiking gear, right? Yeah. Thank God snow does not affect surfaces. Oh, yeah. I haven't found any of the other hiking stuff. Apparently the hiking clothes are Misko's, part of the Misko thing, because that... Spicy peppers. Killing them looks kind of pointless. And they're just like chilling outside this dude's house. Is somebody there? Maybe someone's come to help. What are you saying? Why would anyone help us? This place is crawling with monsters. Huh? Monsters? I can't hear them anymore. Come on, Jogo. What's taking you so long? Quick, you gotta unlock the door. Okay. You defeated the monsters? Thanks for helping us. Took a break in this vacant house to get away from the cold, and before we knew it, monsters had us surrounded. Hey, you should be sure to thank him nice and proper like. Still can't believe you came to help us. You really did save us, you know? Ever since the upheaval, there have been more and more monsters. We're trying to be careful, but... I don't know how to thank you enough, but please, take this. Spicy elixir. Nice. But it doesn't feel like it's thanks enough. Not for someone who saved our lives. Oh yeah, I got an idea. Mister, you know anything about shield surfing? Yes, I'm familiar with it. Of course you are. You hauled yourself to a place covered in snow, so you gotta know a thing or two about shield surfing. Anyway, I just remembered, after you get the shield in position, all you gotta do is jump on it and ride. But of course, there'll be no surfing for you if you don't get some momentum going. Kinda tricky like that, eh? Okay, thank you for bringing that up. Ah, that's right. If you like that shield over yonder, go ahead and use it. We brought plenty of our own. It may not look like it, but I used to be a professional shield surfer, you know? I heard a rumor there was this legendary surfer somewhere in the Hebra Mountains, so I came here looking for him. Well, didn't know their exact location. Worse yet, I took a break here and ended up surrounded by monsters. Hey, if you need to know anything about shield surfing, at least I could help with that. Anything you don't understand about it, just go ahead and ask me. Open the door. Oh, okay. Is there a trick to it? You do want to build up momentum. Personally, I could get a running surf down a hill. My husband and I are fonts of shield surfing know-how. Okay. Yeah. It's just another tutorial. Heading out? Guess we should too now that there's no more monsters to worry about. You know, I wonder if the stories of the legendary shield surfer are true. I know nothing about them except they're rumored to be up here in the mountains up north. Might be dangerous. Yeah. Yamo, the truth is, we ran out of the ingredients to make the spicy elixirs. But the coal won't matter if we snuggle up together. Our love will melt the ice. Just kidding. Unless... You kidding me? The power of love is no match for this kind of cold. At this rate, we're gonna freeze to death before we get to meet the legendary shield surfer. Come on, can't you catch us a summer wing butterfly so we can make a spicy elixir? Yamo, even my heart is cold now. Okay. Kind of a weird thing to just have here. Favorite thing about the elemental Lizalfos, and I think I've shown this off, is that they die immediately if you hit them with their weak point. Like that. Problem is the lightning ones don't have a weak point. Ice Breath, the Lizalfos horn. Boomerang. Constructs? Why are they down here? Soldier Construct 2 and a Captain Construct 1. I think I saw another one behind there as well. Yeah, there's more. Oh, there's the next glyph up there. Blue and pink. I don't know if I want to bother going all the way out to those. Is there in areas I haven't been to yet? Oh. Bunch of goblins in that direction. What's that? Their plug puzzle here? Huh. Interesting. Structure over there. I think that plug might have something to do with the spring we need to find here. I don't want to get hooked on chess, but that game I played in stream got me to go a couple rounds. You played chess on stream? When was this? During the Iron Man last week? I had a chess phase a few years back. I remember I was really into the idea of playing chess, and I'm not good at thinking ahead that well, which is why I wasn't that great at Advance Wars. But I've been known to play chess from time to time. 2 days ago, actually. Oh. I don't know where this spring would be. I think it might have to do with this, because it seems like it's in a very conspicuous spot. Oh, I saw that map you showed me on you sent me on Discord as well for Advance Wars, the one with all the laser cannons on it. Okay, that did nothing. I want to see if the game would accept it, and it did. I mean, the rules of acceptance are very low. Let's be honest. It just needs to be a certain size and have enough bases on it. Let's see how they react to this. Wow, thanks. Friggin' ice Asshole. Ow! That hurt a lot. What do I got in terms of, like, light healing? Hasty veggie rice balls. Alright, well that was cool. Now what do I do? Like how the spicy peppers just grow in the cold. It's convenient. Gotta be something I can, I don't know if this will be heavy enough, but... Let's see, maybe we can do a couple more. I'm assuming it's just a matter of pulling on it. Any more surprise killer trees? Nah, not really. Alright, you know what? Seriously? Bitch. Maybe waste an arrow, or waste a rocket on that. wish I could move the camera a little more. How am I getting that on there? I don't want it facing that way. Alright, whatever. I got it on there. Let's see if I can get this positioned a little bit better. I don't even know if this is what I have to do. Straight down. It was just for a Korok. God damn it. Whatever. Thought it would be more important, but hey, I'm not going to turn down a Korok seed. So here's the other question. Here's the better question then. Where the hell is the memory here? Yeah, that ended up being all for naught. Zelda is a cruel, cruel mistress. All for nut, yeah, exactly. We did it for the Nut Boys. Knutbois. Nut Boys. That looks fun. I want to go in there. But I want to find the damn pool here first. It's gotta be somewhere. So I imagine it'd be like right down there in the center, but couldn't find it. Oh, there it is. How did I not see that? It's so weird. Like, I could have swore I didn't... I passed by right... I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. Ugh. The piss droplet. Snow blindness? Yeah, I guess so.
As I thought. This is not the world I know. A time so far back in the past, it's become legend. So it's true. This is really the era of Hyrule's founding?
Era.
Your presence here is just as strange to us, Zelda. But if you, like Sonia, have a secret stone and are able to manipulate time, then your story makes sense.
Still wearing her old clothes here. This must be at the very beginning.
I believed her right away. You needed the secret stone as proof, Rauru? I can feel your light power within her, as well as my time power. Additionally, I sense that we share a blood connection.
That's right, Zelda's got goat DNA in her.
In any case, Zelda, you had said that you needed to return to your era as soon as you possibly could.
Yes. In my time, something terrible is happening.
She always was the goat,
I
yeah.
need to get back there. But how do I do that? I don't even know how I got here in the first place.
Now, Zelda dear, you don't need to solve your problems all at once. Why not come back with us to the castle?
No,
We'll tell everyone that you're a distant relative of ours.
Don't worry about the future. It hasn't happened yet.
It
Take
is
as much time as you
true,
need.
After all. We'll get you fresh clothes, too. I'm sure an answer will come to you. Wisdom takes time.
I don't know what to say.
Her eyes are very big up close.
Minoru. She may have some idea of how to get you back to your era.
Minoru.
Minoru, you said?
Yes. She knows far more than anyone about our people. And like us, my older sister has a secret stone. We'll call on her.
There are females, don't I? Okay, good. If I didn't yawn through that, it would have sounded a lot more like, I'm thirsty for the goat people. Yeah, Zelda has really big eyes compared to some of the other characters there. Unfamiliar world. Yep, this is like literally the second one. Let me get back up there. I want to see what that cage is all about. Her ears are also shorter than Sonia's, yeah. I would say maybe it was diluted from years of descendants. But then I'm thinking Rauru's ears are huge too, so... that is water. I am right in the tip of where this, Hebra plunge. Oh, I didn't even notice all this over here. I was gonna say she gets the short ears from her from her goat side, and I'm like, wait a minute, no, the goat people have even longer ears. Nothing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ooh, there's something in there, though. There's something in there. Alright, I think I know what to do to get in there. Sorry for yawning, it will happen again. I think we have to go under. We have to follow the river under and then ascend. Yeah, right here. Yeah, there's stuff down there. If I go swimming, I'm gonna take damage immediately, though. Can't take that out here. What? Swamp boat? The problem is I don't have a thing to move it. Hold on. I know what I can do. Move back here. No. Now here's the kicker. No, Link, what are you doing? I didn't tell you to move the thing, like, sideways like that. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to get into the thing from here. I don't know where that thing is in relation to where I was. Hey! Nice. First try. Okay, can always use more of that. Strong Zonite sword. Nice. I figured something out. Alright, where to next? I mean, I did pin these two, but they're kind of far. Then again, wait. Yeah, bouncy device again is floating. And again, my stick is drifting. Thank you. That was a good job. A very good job. I'm a very good boy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I don't got it in me. The work this week has been like extremes, and it's worn me out. Yesterday was terrible. Today was not so bad. But I'm also just like, I'm just worn out. I can't do it. I can't do it much more longer. So I'm checking checking shit that I shouldn't be checking. Okay, purple. Really glyph over there? No, that's a shrine. Why did I have that selected? It's so far away, and there's a... I could see a depths entrance right over there. I mean, sure, why not? I guess we could go for it. I need to hurry. They told me this was monster territory, but I didn't listen. Guess this is what you call learning the hard way. Unless I want a date with death, I'd better not go any further. You know, Kakariko Village isn't too far. Maybe I'll head there instead. That'll give me the chance to check out that ring-shaped ruin everyone's talking about. Was really that dangerous looking? Water buffalo, electric wizrobe. There's something hidden in there. Reminds me of the truck that Nacho hides in Better Call Saul. Hydrant? It's not a device that gushes water when struck. According to legend, Skylands saw water shortages long ago, but became lush and fertile thanks to this technology. Just generate infinite water. Splash fruit. Bunch of goblins over there. Bright-chested duck. Especially to put out fires and like water arrows and thief, maybe. Cooking fruit that contains pressurized water. Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it does act like his water arrows. Rocket. Cube. Laser. Well spotted. I have to. I have to. I'm sorry. It's called Gopanga. I have to do it.
Me? Gungaga.
Need to reach my friend. No, well, you could do that later. I've got to go down here first. Oh, what do we got? Cozy little area down here. Sticky fry. Oh, come on, controller. We're doing so well.
Me?
I really need to add more shit. Well, let's say cling to walls and hang out. It oozes a substance that climbers can use to cling to wet surfaces. Note table. Today I fell off a cliff. Note to self. Mountain climbing on a rainy day remains a bad idea. How are sticky frogs able to stick so effortlessly? How are sticky frogs able to walk so effortlessly across such slick surfaces? Why not just slip and fall? If I combine sticky frogs with monster materials, I could brew an elixir that lets me climb wet cliffs without slipping. Beverage like that might make for a perfect rainy day aperitif. My search for fine food continues. Chef Ori Tamu, temporarily fallen. Sticky lizard. Alright, I don't think there's anything else down here for me. Let's a pair of teeth. A pair of teeth, yeah. I have more than a pair, but alright, where do you need to go? Oh, over by the shrine, perfect. It's your lucky day, that's exactly where I'm headed. In a minute. Alcoholic drink taken before a meal to stimulate the appetite. Oh. Charge. Let me guess. Big charge. Sage orb. Old map. Oof, that is very far out of the way. Quite a few towers nearby as well. Wrong. I'm still messing controls up this far into the game. Okay. Nothing. Didn't get the Stellazalphos yet. Another new thing. Lizalfos horn, yeah. You can use this weapon, but it's very brittle. You could feel it wiggling when you strap it to your back. Alright, buddy.
Yeah.
Now, the ruins fell from the sky and landed here in the neighbor wetlands. They range from small fragments to huge pieces of debris. Here, you can even go inside one of them. Treated as I am, I'm not sure how to enter an ancient ruin. Here, your pack mule's kind of running away there. See, anything I could use around here as a makeshift, device? I mean, he's not that far away. I could just walk over there. That looks like a breakable wall. I have memories of going to this area in Breath of the Wild while watching I don't remember. I don't think it was Sonic Shuffle. I remember they were talking about Sonic Shuffle, but it was like a Game Grumps episode or something. It was back when I had nothing but free time. Fleet Lotus Seeds. Get my arrows back. Yeah, the nice thing about this game is that now that there's only one type of arrow, the game is very generous with them. You get a ton of them, and you could always pick them back up now, even if they hit an enemy. There's a water buffalo over there. That. Curious. Wait a minute, can I move that? Yes, you can. Yeet the cube. Beam emitter, a Zona device that shoots a light beam from its horn, inflicting damage at great range. Gotta eat the beam. there too. Stop distracting me, game. Probably all Zonai devices. Portable pots. Kind of one of the weaker ones to get, but whatever. Alright, we'll go see your friend, dang. What? Let's stay on. Very silly. That's not gonna work. Why do you keep getting scared? Calm down, dude. Well, it works. It's functional. I don't know if it was really worth the time and effort to I don't know if it was really worth the materials to use. And the dude's like right here. Probably should go get my inventory upgraded now. I have enough. Though it is getting, all three of them are getting kind of expensive now to upgrade. I'm going to need more and more seeds soon. I see a sign up there. Bones. A dark... Oh, there's a cave over there. Okay. Interesting. Don't think I'm going to be rushing off to that cave anytime soon, though. Deep force. Deep hurting. Alright. What am I doing? Button, ball. That ball looks different. Ah, it's a bouncy ball. See any other objects here, though. It's a neat ball. What is it called? I don't know. I mean, there might be a Zonai device for it. I have a time bomb. That's not the same thing. Oh. Whoa. Choked on my own spit there. Is there something else I could do with it? Recall wouldn't really work. Ascend wouldn't really work. Oh. It's not even bouncy outside of the water. It's just very buoyant. Okay, rotating it does nothing. Deep force. Oh, maybe if I just push it underwater far enough. And go. There we go. It's so buoyant that being underwater launches it out. Perfect. I went flying. Feeling there'd be a chest underwater here. Enemies too. Oh, it does actually, even if you haven't beaten it, it still shows you the thing. I don't think of it. Did I ever, the one that was in the darkness. That was over here. I didn't get all the chests in there. There's still a chest I didn't find in there. Well, I better go back in there later. Huh. We got going on here. Get stuff out of the way. To do what, though? Okay. I think I kind of know what to do here. Yeah, the Zonai throw wicked pool parties with this shit. Wish I could get a better angle, though. Ow. The problem is I need to get into the... I need to get into that basket. And I don't think... I need to hit that board out. Okay. Shit. There's like no good way of keeping this visually. There we go. Calm the fuck on, man. Alright. Just grab it, Link. Come on. Where is it? There we go. Wow, the ball got wedged in there. It's actually even funnier. Is that 3 or 4? Oh, it's 4. Cool. Get another heart now. Nice. Okay. Sign, and then I'm gonna do, well, apparently I'm gonna go into a cave, because it looks like there's an entrance to one right there. Okay, well this is interesting, because now there's no blocks nearby, there's just boulders. There's an entrance to the void there, too. Nope. Oh, these are not gonna stay. that sound would just be gone after that. There, if I reinforce the structure from the sides. Damn it. Yo, dude, stop being so picky. Well. Oh, come on, man. Wasn't that bad. You could tie it up while it's freaking. Yes. Yes, indeed. Come on, dude. Stop examining the surroundings. Who's gonna see this advertisement out here? Oh, this isn't a cave. This is just a room of death. Oh, there's a black bokoblin here. Okay, cool. Let's maybe let's not do that. Yeah, those are keys. Okay. Yeah, and on second thought, let's not go in the cave. So explosive in there, not very safe. Yeah, no, probably take him out easily if I plan ahead, but I did not plan ahead. That just leaves this one over here. I mean, at this point, I don't think there's any. I don't think going to do the Tulin quest is going to result in much at this point. We're 30 minutes out from the end here. Maybe I'll go look for the other treasure chest in here and then get that last glyph. And then tomorrow we'll start with Tulin, and then we'll maybe just do a bunch of towers afterwards. Also, tomorrow through Friday. Well, actually, I don't know. Tomorrow and Thursday I might start earlier if I can. I always say I want to, and then it just never happens. Actually, speaking of tower, there's one right there. I don't know about Fridays yet. Fridays I may go back to doing VR stuff with my friends. I have to see. But like I said, Saturdays or Sundays, since I'm going to be home the next few weeks, I may do like long streams of a different game. With Fuga 2 probably being like the main one right now. I'm still missing something in here. You know, there might be an easy way to do that, an easier way to deal with all this. Yeah, like that. Oh, I think I know what'll happen if I trip one of those. Yep. Now I wonder, is this a solid block or maybe there's something behind it? Nope, never mind, doesn't go far enough. Though, wait a second. No, never mind, it's just a solid wall. Also very slow moving. Ow. Ah, there we go. Zonite bow. Wow. Power drains and arrows can fly much farther according to how long a shot is charged. Draws power from your energy cell. Does 30 damage. That's amazing. It's like my strongest weapon right now. There we go. We got all of them now. Really need to give my Pro Controller a good blast of deoxit. I'm going to make a memo that I do that tomorrow while I have some downtime at work. That was worth going back for. Wouldn't have thought that, but it was. Alright, let's get the tower over there, and then I will get, I'll get that glyph, and that probably will be the end. I don't know. We'll have to see how long that takes. It's a blue moblin. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 thank you. We're good. We're good. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Wow, that's a big hole. Oh, why? Why? Guys, I don't know. That's not water. Oh, shoo. I don't know how I survived that. Yeah, that's sinkhole mud. I think this is a set thing. In fact, I think I know what it is. The shape just came to me. Yep, there's even a hole down there to allow it. Let's... There we go. Hello, my brother in research. I was waiting for you. You were? That's right. I'm the one who discovered these big ruins way out here, but I wasn't able to make much progress investigating them. I'm only one Hylian, and this, alas, is not a one Hylian job. That's why I wrote to the Zonai survey team asking them to dispatch a researcher to assist me. And here you are, practically right after I sent my letter. Great response time. What? You're not a Zonai survey team researcher. You're just some guy. I see. So few people come through here. I assumed you had to be the assistant I asked for. My mistake. Well, I haven't made any notable discoveries as of yet, so I can investigate alone until I do. But I'm certain I'm on the brink of brilliance. Come back soon so you won't miss history being made. Yeah? You get a good view of the balloon underneath the tower in this one. Did you come to see Skyview Tower? Sorry, this Skyview Tower's out of order, and maintenance is proving tricky. Well, the terminal that starts up the Skyview Tower isn't working. I've checked all the terminal's parts, but nothing looks broken. wonder if something to do with the tower itself is broken. Zonai devices here. I wonder what the significance of those are. Is that Farash? No, Dinnerall. Dinner. Oh, this platform's over it. That's why. Uh-oh. Almost fucked that up. Actually, this is pretty good. It's puts me in a better position. I can grab this and just scooch it on out. How in Hyrule? The terminal, it's working again. Though I didn't do anything. Huh? There was something blocking the top of the Skyview Tower. And the terminal and the lid on the top of the tower are connected. So if the lid wouldn't work because it was blocked, I guess the terminal wouldn't work either. Well, I'm in a hurry and everything seems to be working properly, so I'll head out. Thank you for fixing the Skyview Tower. I'm off. Cool. Let's do it to it then. Prepare for liftoff. Oh, I can get to the cube from here. If If Zelda went back in time, what if the lack of Sheikah stuff is due to an alteration in the course of history? I mean, it's possible. I think... I don't know. Any sort of throwaway comment about it would make me happy, honestly. Not a ton here in the sky. Most of it's above the Great Woods. Lost Woods. Lost Boys. Where am I heading? This way. I have to head towards blue. Right there. And there's a shrine here too, nice. Korok, that's right here. It's like so easy to tell when there's going to be a rock with a Korok in it. I don't know why I'm having trouble. Like this discerning random rocks. This seems like it'll be very straightforward because there's not much to this glyph. Yeah, you actually have to get close to it for it to show up. I think that's why I keep missing them.
I managed to restrain him somehow.
Oh. She's having a flash forward.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Oh, look, it's this Temple of Time here still on the ground. Oh, is this when she's getting the Master Sword? I think it is. I think this is the moment connected to the beginning. There's the Phi noise.
Master Sword. The Master's sword. You're telling me that Link is safe? You traveled through time to find me and recover your strength.
Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do. We will finally stop him.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
What? Alright, we missed... We definitely skipped ahead here.
I'll be forever changed. Link! You must find me.
Oh my god. Is she the fourth dragon? Because there were the 3 in Breath of the Wild that are still in this game, and then there's one that's only in the sky area. The Cave Master Sword appears forward, delivering the news that Zelda and Link is safe in her time. This helps Zelda realize the reason behind her traveling the ancient days of Hyrule. She finally knows what she must do. Still 3 more in that particular thing here. Denral Farash, yeah, Light Dragon. Spirit has taken the form of this giant dragon inhabiting the upper reaches of the skies. It is named for the shining golden maiden gleaming scales. Looks divine as if it soars through the sky, giving off the soft glow, and its presence is comforting somehow. That's gotta be it. That's totally Zelda. Oh shit. Spirit of Fire has taken the form of this giant dragon, making its home in the Elden region. It's said to have served the spring of power since ancient times. Flames that coat its body make the surrounding area blazing hot, but Denral bears no ill will towards people. Few have seen it in the current age. Spirit of Lightning that has taken the form of the giant dragon. Yeah. That's gotta be it. The light dragon that's only up when you're in the sky area. You can't see it from down here. Shit, man. Oh, it is. It's like camouflaged. Okay, I see. Alright, well, there was a shrine, like, right here. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm probably gonna stop. Where was it? Where was it? It was like right here. Oh, it's... Wait, no. It's other side, because the tower's to the right of me. Is there a position represented by a sword when you zoom out? No, that's just the glyphs on the map. You could see all of them on here. It's weird. They disappear when you zoom in. I don't know why they have to stick out so badly on the map. There it is. Let's go there. Sikuku Shrine, Elden Mountains. Oh, we're really far to the right now. Alright, let's get back in there. Ugh. Spinning gears. Okay. I sense we will be rewinding. Yep, I can already see exactly what that's exactly what we're doing here. Jesus, that took forever. Okay, well now we got an actual spinning gear. Also, where's the treasure chest in this one? Very short one. But where is the chest? It's probably in the first room again. Maybe it'd be like between like teeth on this thing. It doesn't look like it. Wait a minute. Huh? Probably not the smartest move. Behind here? No. Wait, I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do. Why is it not going? Wait a minute. There we go. I was approaching it from the wrong side. Fuck. I pressed A. I pressed A. It's not easy to spin this thing. Alright, let's expand our inventory, get a heart, and I think we're going to close it up for the night. We had good story progress today. I mean, we didn't do any of the main region stuff, but did a ton of the memory things. And we got one tower. Alright, let's head back to Lookout Landing. Alright. We want to expand. Definitely could use more weapons, always. 12 seeds. Yeah, sure. And we'll do bows as well. Perfect. I think shield is the only one that's like behind at this point for me. Shield, I need 2 upgrades to put on the same level as all the other ones, in terms of cost at least. Yes, heart container, please. Seven hearts. Yeah, we're just 2 minutes short of 3:30 here, or 3 hours and 30 minutes. Let's see, maybe we could do one more tower, but I don't think so. Nah, I should probably stop. There's stuff for me to do in the depths that I marked as well. I think there's a thing down there, but definitely can't bother with that right now. Also, all the roots we found in the depths, we found their respective shrines as well. I need to get more of these so I can make a bigger battery as well. Problem is, the only place I know where to get them right now is the beginning of the game, and they only stock like 10 per like real life day. Oh, she replenishes these. I'm gonna buy the Hylian tunic just because I don't have it yet. There, got the full Hylian set. Pit cave. Bottomless cave. You know what? I'm gonna go get the crystallized charges here before I stop. I want to take a look in the mining cave again and see if there's actually a bubble and a bubble frog in there. Because there's no check mark on the cave itself. And it'd be weird to be the only cave that doesn't do that. Again, I don't got much else to do tonight. I just don't like going too late. Because then I risk waking people up. But I am having fun. And I would love to stream this longer. And if I can, I will try to do that tomorrow and Thursday. Oh, wait. Can we see them? Where are they? No, I can't see the light dragon here. Yeah, that's wild. I think that I think that's exactly what's being implied here. I think that Zelda is the light dragon. Oh, my controller's getting really fucky now. Yeah, it's turning like at all times. That's not good. Since I'm here, might as well get Zonite. By the way, they aren't kidding. There's spots in the depths where there's just walls of Zonite that you can just farm. It's ridiculous how much there is. No, Link, don't hit the Zonite. Hit the big block so that you can pick up more. Gotta be a bullfrog somewhere in here. Plenty. Plenty of Zonite. Okay, let's buy all 10 of these charges. Doesn't look like we're technically out of here yet. Or maybe we are, I don't know. There's gotta be more to this mining cave than we think here. Maybe I'll just look it up. It doesn't help me. That doesn't help. This does not really help that much. People need to make better guides. That really doesn't help me that much. I'm definitely ready to stop now. Oh, it's right here. How did I not see that? What the hell? I went through this area like 4 times and I never saw it. Must have been hiding real good. Alright, whatever. Oh, great. Blood Moon. That's a cool way to cap this off.
When the glow of the blood-stained moon shines upon the land, the aimless spirits of slain monsters return to flesh. The world is threatened once again.
Good shit. Good shit. I'm done. Like, I'm just kind of out of it. That's a glyph I haven't been to yet, is it? I've not been there. Alright. Hitting ground and then I'm stopping. Don't worry. In fact, perfect. We'll go right there where there's a shrine and a tower. And that is where I will start next time. I don't think I'm going to be playing again tonight. I'm not sure. Maybe I will. I don't know. But I'll probably just explore around this area. So I just have to touch grass here. And we'll be good to close it up. Thank you, as always, for coming. I always appreciate it. You know I do. Don't drift, please. If you want to watch more streams, check out twitch.tv/team/wildabandon. Plenty of people streaming there right now. Something. I'll probably be here tomorrow. Probably be here Thursday. Don't know if I'll be here Friday. There's a well right there, too. Cool. We got endless shit here to explore. Cool. But yeah, I'll be here. We'll do more of this. I'm going to try to see if I could start early the next 2 days and just make a huge dent in this game. But until then, thank you so much for coming. As always, have a great evening, and I will see you soonish. Good night.